All right, guys, how y'all doing out there? Happy holidays, happy New Year. Me and my senorita just got on here real fast to just say thank you to everybody. We didn't have an opportunity to go all around the world this year, all kinds of different places. And we're gonna be on here tonight. Just want to talk a little bit about taxes. You want to say hi to the people, little mama?
Sí, claro, tener la oportunidad de agradecer a todos por estar en este año con nosotros y estar apoyando el podcast de Dog Best Show, y seguir pidiéndole su cooperación. Estamos aquí para apoyarnos mutuamente y esperamos seguir contando con su presencia y su audiencia. Que tengan una muy feliz año nuevo, una noche vieja y que este año que viene sea de prosperidad para todos y que las enseñanzas que nos dejó este año, que todavía nos quedan un par de días más, pero ya estamos en la puerta para recibir el año nuevo, que sea para mejor para todos.
Okay, guys, that's my senorita. And the other day, last night, I was talking to my main man, Arthur. Now I hear Jace from Los Angeles. He just started a new podcast. It's called, not the podcast, a TV series, Gangsta Jakes. But today, I want to talk to you guys just a little bit about taxes. Tax season's going to be here in a week, or almost a week, a little more than a week. Here at Doug Best Show, we're going to open. We're going to open on the 7th. On the 7th of January. Then we gonna talk about that money. Uh-huh. That's the OJs. Is anybody sleep out there? Anybody awake? Tax season is a little more than a week away. On the Doug Best Show, baby. Look at that number right there. 559-704-3785. That's what we're going to talk about, that money. How y'all feeling out there? Y'all stay with me now. Just listen to me. That's the OJs. And guys, I want to talk to you just a little bit. I'm going to put that sign right there so you guys can see it. And I'm Doug. Somebody, I was just down at the Chinese food place down the street, New China's Cafe, and it was an officer in there, 3-4 officers. And first I went to Pandas, Officer Wilson. He says, "No, I don't do this because somebody might use a QR code to scan my phone." I said, "Man, I ain't no scam artist. I'm trying to get subscribers for the Doug Best Show." But here we are. 2025, baby. 2025. In a few days, it's going to be 2026. We're going to go back to the Doug Best Show. What I want to talk about, the Doug Best Tax Office, what I want to talk about. I just got off the phone with my main man, Gerald Parks. He gonna be here tomorrow, and this is what he told me. He said, "Doug, you got to get some motherfuckers on there that just gonna tell the people the truth, man. You trying to make everybody like you too much. You need a motherfucker gonna be on there, gonna be like Charleston White, gonna tell him, you know what Donald Trump doing and all that bullshit that they got going on." I said, "Gerald, that's what the Doug Best Show is all about. For you to get on here and tell the people the truth, and just tell your truth." He said, "What time you want me to be there?" 7 o'clock tomorrow. And what you gonna talk about, Gerald? We're gonna have a conversation. We're gonna talk about the politics. We're gonna talk about they talking about them Negroes fuck the streets. Oh yeah? Okay. So tomorrow, everybody tune in. My main man, Gerald Parks, says, "Doug, you trying to make everybody like you. Everybody ain't gonna like you. But if you're gonna have a real podcast, you're gonna have to tell them like it is. Come on down, baby. Come on down tomorrow at 7 o'clock. 7 o'clock tomorrow, you guys tune in on the Doug Best Show. Gerald Parks, he gonna talk about everything. Everything. He's the Fresno Charleston White. And he got good sense. And he's got opinions. And, sometimes, I might agree with him. Sometimes I won't. But I'm going to give him the flow. And then if you guys got some questions, he going to talk about the Mexicans and, that's then voted Trump in. He going to call a few people, a few motherfuckers and all that kind of stuff. But we going to do it with class. Okay, guys, tomorrow at 7 o'clock, Gerald Parks. And today, Where's that paperwork at, Mama? Let me see it. The paperwork, we just went to the city. I just went to the city, and we finna go to the taxes in a second. Let me see it. We just went to the city, and I don't got the other one. We got the business license right here for the Doug Best Podcast. It's official. We got the LLC for the Doug Best Podcast. It's official. We got a bunch of thousands in the bank account for the Doug Best Podcast. And the reason why I'm doing it like that, just say I get on here and I say something somebody might disagree with and they might try to take my regular truck. No. We got a limited liability company. You could just get what you can get up out of there, but it's going to be a bunch of money either way. So tomorrow, guys, 7 o'clock, y'all tune in so we can have our own Fresno Charleston White going to tell you just like it is. Somebody might get upset because he going to call a spade, and he going to call Donald Trump whatever he's going to call Donald Trump. I'm going to be the nice guy. Okay, guys, how y'all doing? We back to the Doug Best Show. And what we talking about? We gonna finna talk about that money right now. How you looking, Senorita?
Waiting.
Oh, she says she's waiting. Espera. Okay, guys. Okay, tax season. A bunch of people been calling me and they've been waking me up early in the morning, 6 o'clock in the morning. My shoulder hurt and they wake up. Hey, Doug, can we start my taxes with just my pay stub? No. You need your W-2. Well, I work for IHSS and they take a little while to get the pay stub. Hello. You on the Doug Best Show and I'm Dougie. Listen to me. Did that one pop up? Hold on 1 second right here. We're going to get it. One thing right here. And so, guys, now we got everything here. Can you guys see that up there? It says that the IHSS, they're probably not, look at that up there, guys. Somebody, if somebody's out there, you telling somebody that, they trying to get their money, if you work for IHSS, you cannot use your pay stub. This Doug Best, the tax preparer right now, you see that number? Let's go back right here. You see that number? 559-704-3785. And all them people that's out there wondering what the Doug Best Show is all about, I'm an expert with these taxes and accounting and business. But right now, the people that work for IHSS, you might have to wait a little while before you can actually do your taxes because we cannot do your taxes with the last pay stub. No, we can't do that. No, we can't do it. You trying to get that money? Yeah, you trying to get that money. Taxes, 2026. And you guys know the guy, Donald Trump? President Donald Trump?
You have to.
You have to. She says, if you don't know him, you will know him.
You have to know about him in a few months.
Yeah, you gotta.
Just in a few weeks.
In a few weeks. Donald Trump. Guys, so somebody asked me, what's the Doug Best Show all about? All kinds of stuff, real life stuff. But tonight, I don't have to take seconds to nobody. Not Barack Obama, not Charleston White, not Charlamagne the God, not Shannon Sharp, not nobody, because we talking about taxes. I know taxes, and you guys know I know taxes, accounting, and business. You guys know that. So listen, Donald Trump. If you don't know who Donald Trump is, you will know who he is in a few minutes and why. How does that relate to taxes? Guys, I'm Doug from Best Taxes. I'm talking to you. Everybody that's going to see this all over the world, because I'm going to put it on everything. How are we going to put it on everything? I got Spotify. I got Apple Podcasts, and I got something that we just got. It's called StreamYard. What is that? That's something where they can get the thing, they could put it on Twitch. They could put it everywhere that people get their podcasts. I'm right here, baby. I told you. Okay, you guys think I'm just playing. In a little while, we're going to be everywhere. But back to the taxes. The guy, our friend, Mr. President, Donald Trump. How do that relate to best taxes? How do that relate to the people out there? They got a bill. Actually, it's a law now. So a lot of you guys be seeing all this stuff on TV and on Facebook, and you say, man, I don't know what they keep talking about, the Affordable Care Act, Obamacare, and why they keep talking about Trump and the big, beautiful bill. The big, beautiful bill, what is it? So all you guys that was doing self-employment before, I'm just telling you about the big, beautiful bill. I read it, man. It's like if you ever got punched in your mouth, kicked in your butt 4-5 times, knocked down, and you got up and your head is still spinning. That's what the big, beautiful bill is. It's so hard and so complicated to understand. And so this is what happens this year. The big, beautiful bill is a tax bill. So everybody that that's saying that that you self-employed. One lady called me today and she says that I said, if you self-employed, you got to have some documentation. But in the bill, they don't call it documentation. They say that you got to have some accountability. So what is that? She says, but I do I do a lot of hair. I braid a lot of hair, but I get my money under the table. Okay, that's not a problem. Under the table, folks out there that that don't recognize the vernacular of the people in the streets, under the table mean you get paid in cash. No problem. I got 3-4 guys that work for me every day. They make $125, $150, $200 a day, cash. That ain't that's not a problem. But you got to account for that money. So this is example. You guys stay with me. You're on the Doug Best Show right now. We talking about taxes, and this finna affect a lot of people. You might not like me. You might not come to the Doug Best tax office or nothing like that. But listen, taxes. If you self-employed, the new beautiful Donald Trump tax bill says that if you braided hair and you did Diane's hair yesterday, you got to write that down. On December the 29th, I braided Diane's hair and I charged her $65. You got to write that down. You got to keep some documentations called a little simple ledger. And Diane may have paid you $65. You got to stay with me. This is important. Otherwise, if you come in here, I can't do your taxes. You ain't got no paperwork. H&R Block, and the same rules apply. Liberty, the same rules apply. Hewitt Jackson, the same rules apply. But if you go and let somebody do your taxes on their kitchen table or in their bedroom or in their closet somewhere, that's on you. But I'm just explaining to you. So if you braided hair and you don't have no receipts and you on welfare and you're using your Social Security number, I don't know what to tell you. And then if you don't know who Donald Trump is, and you've been on the fence for a little while, this year you're going to know who Donald Trump is. Donald Trump is the one who's going to put that big foot in your behind. So that's how they got it this year. You on
about the people who is in welfare?
Yeah, I'm finna get to that right now. So with your Social Security number, if you on welfare, this is the big beautiful bill, guys out there. Somebody listen to me. You on welfare, and your Social Security number is XYZ123456. And you said you was on welfare, and you told the people down there on welfare that that you didn't make no money, but then you come into a tax office. We do your taxes, and you say you made $20,000 with taxes, and you got 3 kids. But you just got some money from Donald Trump friends them down at the welfare department. Bingo! Artificial intelligence, baby. Artificial intelligence. You put your computer, you put your Social Security number in there. They got computers now, man.
They already got it.
They got it already, guys. Then say, guys, then out there. So sometimes you ever been out there and you've been on the phone, you've been close to your phone and said, man, I want me some fried chicken so bad. 5 minutes later, you get on your phone, there's a bunch of ads about fried chicken on there. And you've been on the phone right now, and you told your girlfriend, girl, I'm finna use my cousin's baby and my sister's son, and then I'm gonna use my granddaughter, and I got 3 kids, and I'm finna go down there and get my taxes did. I asked you, did you know who that man was that they called Donald Trump? Who is that?
The president.
He's the president with that big foot. And then you see with Donald Trump, he don't care about nobody. You could be the richest guy in the world, Elon Musk. Donald Trump punked him. You could be the attorney general of New York City. Donald Trump punked her. Or you could be the former FBI director. It don't make Donald Trump no different. So, or you could just be Diane Joe Blow here in Fresno, California, trying to run some kind of game. It's not working this year, guys. You got to have some documentation. So if you did do self-employment and you got paid in cash, I'm telling you, I'm giving you the game right now. You got to have a ledger. What's a ledger? You got to write everything down. You know, I watched Joe Blow's car this week and I made $75.
It is a cheap thing.
Show it to him.
Just
We trying to give you $1 million for a game right here in Fresno,
just,
California.
Make a note every single.
Show it. We got to
appointment
raise
that
it up
you
where they can
have.
see it on the camera.
If you haven't,
Let me see it.
I don't have nothing yet. This is
No, this just an example. You got a book like this right here, and you kept the records. That's what my senorita do for a living. She does accounting. She's an expert in accounting. My man yesterday says, I didn't know she could talk. English ain't her first language, but her brain is superior. You know she with me,
it's the
goddamn.
money.
Oh my
The
God.
money doesn't have English.
Oh my, what?
I don't need
Oh
to-
no.
I don't need to
No.
speak-
She been listening to that dude to the back too long.
I don't need to speak English to know the numbers.
Oh, okay. But that's what
This
she,
is important for me.
yeah, guys, y'all on the Doug Best Show. We having a little fun. She been, well, you been listening to my son to the bag? Oh my God. He says, you know, to the bag, straight to the bag, so fresh the narrow clothing line. Okay, guys, look at this. You could just get a notebook. You can get anything. But you're going to have something.
Any appointment, any note that you have with your client.
Look at the microphone.
With your client, you have to write on the day, the amount that you got from the person, and then just make a note at the end of the year with all the notes and the money that you got every single appointment you have. This is so easy and faster. You don't need too much time. Just write the name, the person who get the money, the appointment,
Talk to the people.
and the money that you got. That's it.
Look.
At the end of the year, you have every single one in a book. Just when you have to make your taxes, everything is in here. Everything. No questions. No question about it. If they request your documentations, it's in here. It's not a big deal. It's not a big deal. It's just have to be ordered and be correct. And especially now that Donald Trump requests every single thing. And if you have also receipts and your expenses, you have to save it. You have to save it because this is going to be the proofs that the IRS requests for everyone, for every single one. We have to follow the rules now. It's not wrong. We don't have to do nothing else. So simple.
Yeah, guys.
And
Yeah.
also another thing, you have a business. It's your
Business card.
business card.
And look, the Doug Best Show, baby. We got the business license and the LLC and
Your
bank
business
accounts.
card is the
So simple.
yes. You go to the city and get a permit. You're not going to spend more than the $20, $25 at the most.
Yeah, but what happened
For the-
today? So we went upstairs. Then we went upstairs to the 3rd floor to make sure that we were zoned correctly.
Yeah.
So that was like $38. Then we went downstairs. It was $24. So it's like $60 total when you first start your business.
Yeah, and later on, then every single year, you don't have to spend nothing else.
Yeah, you got to spend just a little money.
$25.
Yeah, about that much. It
That-
depends on how much you made.
and
Yeah,
you
guys.
have to need the business cards, and this one is you can s- give to any person that you know, and that's the business. It's a business. Everyone, oh, this is Norma. It's an honorary. Okay, I'm gonna call. This is a form that I'm gonna have more business, more
Yeah.
money.
And then, guys, so you saying, well, what is she
The
talking
money
about?
that we spend on this, we're going to get it.
1,000 times more.
Yes.
And then, so just back to the first premise. The young lady called me today and says, I get money under the table. Stop saying that. You get paid in cash. When it's like you get it under the table, you're making it seem like you did something wrong. So my senorita does notaries. She get paid all the time in cash.
And I have cash and checks, and it's nothing wrong.
Nothing wrong with it.
The only thing is I have it registered in my book.
She
That's
got
it.
she got the
That's
accountability.
it. Everything. And I receive $300 is in check. I receive 200 in cash. I've received it in
But
cash.
every time you hit that, they hear it in the microphone out there.
And that's it. It's just registered in a book.
Yeah, guys. So just in closing, thank you, Senorita. We just call. We just call to say I
And the
love
receipts
you.
that we're gonna get is for each thing that we have for the business. Because some people bring, oh, I going to get a trip,
Oh yeah.
and I do a hair. It's not related.
Right. Also, she's saying that if you're doing hair braiding, and some guy last year, he went to Vegas. He went to Vegas and he spent $3,000 on a hotel and a hooker probably. I don't know if that man was with a hooker or not. But anyway, so whatever his business was, and when he went to Vegas and had that nice weekend out there, it wasn't related to the business. But the bottom line is, and then we gonna close it because we're gonna see y'all tomorrow with my main man, Gerald Parks. This year, our friend, your friend, everybody's friend, everybody's, I don't want to say the wrong thing. The President of the United States of America created a new bill, and they turned it into a law. It's called the Big Beautiful Law, tax law. So, guys, you got to get your act together. You got to have your stuff together. Me and my senorita and I already came to the conclusion that, for all the self-employed people, the business might get cut in half, but it don't really matter because I'm finna increase the Doug Best Show, build some more apartments, and keep expanding our real estate portfolio. But guys out there, so January the 7th, we open for business. You cannot use a pay stub to file your taxes, your last pay stub.
Yeah.
Some people call me and say, well, what about the cash advance? We could put you in for the cash advance, but you must have a W-2. You must have a W-2. And if you self-employed and you got a 1099, we could probably put you in if the person that gave you the 1099 got an EIN number. But it's going to be on a person-per-person, case-per-case basis. So let's just try and everybody, let's just stick together. Everybody kind of listen to what I'm saying, and pass the information around that I'm talking about. And then we could get that money. You got to have that money? Look at that number right there. You need that money? This is the Doug Best on the Doug Best Show. Best taxes. In 1 week or so, we're going to be open. We're going to be open for business. Okay, guys, we want to say Happy New Year's. And, it's been a joy. It's been a beautiful year this year. We had some ups. We had some downs. But we're going to take the Doug Best Show to the next level. That's why I got that. I got all those different platforms that I got added to it. And tomorrow, Gerald Parks is going to be on here. He he gonna make some people have some understanding. If you mad at him, you feel like cussing him out, I'm gonna put the phones on. We got I got the system. All I gotta do is just stick this thing right in there and the phones work. If somebody wanna call in. Okay, guys, I'm your friend. You don't have to go nowhere else. You can come right here to the Doug Best Show. I'm gonna get more guests. I'm gonna have people on here more and more. You know, you guys got something to talk about. You wanna be a guest on the Doug Best Show. If you wanna hate my guts, you wanna call and cuss me out. That Negro, okay, call, cuss me out. We need the subscribers. We need the people. We need the people, the lovers. We need the people that's haters. And January the 7th, Best Taxes is open for business. You see that number? 559-704-3785. Get your situation together and let's get that money. From my friend, your friend, our president, little Donnie Trump.
Also, it's important to touch about the kids when they're not live with the parents.
Oh yeah. Yeah, so we talked to the auditor. If you're trying to say that you know that you got little Johnny and he's your sister's son and you want to use the kid and you said, I got the Social Security number and I got a copy of the birth certificate and I got something that says on my rental agreement that says he stays there, but your sister's getting welfare, and you put little Johnny's Social Security number in the computer, in the system, artificial intelligence once again, they're going to get you.
And if the kid is related to the Dora, the sister, any other person that is not you, you have to present
something.
Yes.
Why?
That why? Why is the kids under your
guidance or custodialship?
Yes.
And guys, so you just thinking he just talking
they
all
don't
that.
have to live in the same house.
Donald Trump new bill, man, this thing busts my brain, and I got good sense. I study, but I ain't gonna bore you. I'm gonna just close on this one right here. Let's see if this one's gonna pop back up here. You guys, you see that right there? I changed it. All the people from the IHSS, you guys might want to start calling them right now and ask them about your W-2s because they're very, 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 very slow. The IHSS, they're very slow. And then if you're trying to get a cash advance, you need a W-2. But everything's going to work out fine, guys. You know, we just having a little fun. What you want to say, Happy New Year's. And we love you guys. We appreciate everybody. And don't forget, Big Brother's always watching over your shoulder. And his nickname, Donald Trump. Some people just call him Donnie. I don't know about the Epstein files or nothing like that. But in the meantime, we'll see you guys. You guys call me. If you got some questions, you can always call me. January the 7th, the door is going to be open. We'll be here. Thanks, guys. Always with love. I'll see you guys soon. And then what happened here? I don't know. Did I hit it over here? Booyah!